And boy, have they run well tonight. Season high on the ground already for the Big Red as we go to the fourth quarter. Second and goal, ball to 6. Armstrong will go shotgun with Newby to his left. Trips to the far side, one wide out in the pattern to the near side. That's Stanley Morgan. 30-21 Big Red. Start of the fourth quarter here in Santa Clara.
Spread them out, 3-by-1, and run it.
Paul Thurston snaps it back. Tommy looking left, now looks right. Throws, pass incomplete. Tried at Westerkamp. Flag comes out. It's going to be interference on UCLA. And that'll be half the distance to the goal. It was on Randall Goforth, who was celebrating his play. Did not see the flag come from the far side.
Yeah, he was pretty proud of himself until he saw the yellow flag over there.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. It's a spot foul at the 1. First down.
Up with the ball at the 1 for the Huskers. So first and goal at the 1. Nebraska trying to deliver what could be a knockout punch here to start the fourth quarter. They could stick this in the end zone here. The way the defense has played and shut down UCLA for the last 2 quarters. Now they'll put the ball at the 2-yard line. I formation. Ozigbo across the deep back. Tommy turns, hands it off to Monty. Caught in the backfield, fights his way to the 3, and then slammed down there. A loss of a yard. Good play by Kenny Young that time. It'll be second and goal.
Yeah, nearly back at the 4-yard line. He got hit at about the 5-yard line. So negative play there. Let's see if Nebraska sticks to that running game or if they attempt to go to the air and maybe look for a back shoulder fade. Something to the young freshman Stanley Morgan maybe.
Loss of a yard in the play. Armstrong goes shotgun. Newby to his right. Wide receivers left and right. Westerkamp at a slot near side. Tommy looks for him. Throws it in the flat. The pass is incomplete. Jump ball. Good play made by Wadu. And now it's third and goal. The ball between the 3 and the 4. And this will be a win for UCLA's defense if they hold Nebraska to 3 here.
Goodness. I mean, they had us in second down when we started the fourth quarter. We get the big pass interference penalty and had it first and goal at the 2. Get stuffed. Now an incompletion. Now you're in a big, huge third and 4. I mean, this is a big, big play in the outcome of this entire game.
Huskers 5 of 7 on third downs. Third and goal. Let's say it's at the 4 this time. Shotgun look for Armstrong. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Janovich. Or keeps it around the right side. Tommy's in there. Touchdown, Nebraska. Zone read. Armstrong kept it around the right end.
Untouched. Use that speed. Faked it to Janovich. And a touchdown for Tommy Armstrong. What a game he has played here tonight. He had the fumble in the first half, which we all want to forget about, but he got face masked on that play, and it wasn't called. Other than that, Tommy has been really, really good.
Huskers up 36-21. Drew Brown to try to tack one more on the board. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Nebraska has rattled off the last 30 points of this football game and has stretched their lead to 16, 37-21.
Fun to be here at Levi's Stadium where the Super Bowl will be played here in just a few weeks. They've done a good job, I think, with this bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Good food, too, by the way. I mean, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
A little salt and pepper on there.
Of course, you had to have chicken tonight.
Oh, yeah. Chicken.
Foster Farms. Drew Brown's kickoff. Sailing towards the end zone. Davis comes up, makes a catch at the 4 to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Knocked down by Tyron Ferguson, who just lowered the boom, the true freshman linebacker. So UCLA will start at their own 24-yard line. This is a Bruin offense that has only gotten 1 yard of offense in the third quarter. In the second half, only a yard.
Nebraska's having fun right now. UCLA is not.
Malik Collins comes off.
We have run 66 plays to their 33. I mean, this is just an absolute butt kicking. Call it whatever you want.
2 wideouts each way, now empty backfield. Rosen gets the snap, sets, throws, pass incomplete. Boy, trying to hit Kenneth Walker, who was tiptoeing. He didn't want any part of a Husker that time, and he shortened the route. Rosen gets clocked at the end of the play. Let's go down and get an update from Lane.
This game's almost a reverse of the 2013 matchup between Nebraska and UCLA, where Nebraska had a 21-3 lead, and then UCLA came roaring back.
Yeah.
UCLA's offense has baffled me, and give Nebraska a ton of credit. They haven't pushed the ball at all down the field.
And off to Perkins. He's across the 25 to the 27. A gain of 3 for Perkins. Brought down by Vincent Valentine. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up. Foster Farms Bowl brought to you by the Woodhouse Auto Family. Woodhouse has over 6,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Visit them online at woodhouse.com. 3rd and 7.
Especially after Nate Gary goes out of the game, you thought maybe they'd test Nebraska. True freshman out there at safety right now.
Trips to the far side. Rosen in the gun. Perkins to his right. One wide out to the near side. Back to throw is Rosen. Rolling out. Looking downfield. Set throws. Pass caught for a first down up near the 40-yard line by Thomas Duarte. He's knocked out at the 39. It's a gain of 12. And the Bruins get their first down of the half.
The last time they had a first down, it was 21-7, I believe.
Yep. 3 wide outs to the left. Walker to the near side. Rosen looking to the sidelines for the signals. Huskers with a 4-man front. Rosen checking off. Play clock at 8. Now he's back into the shotgun stance. Gets the snap. Has some time. Sets, throws. Pass caught by a Walker for a first down. Still on his feet at the Nebraska 45. Finally wrestled to the turf at the 44-yard line. That is a 15-yard gain on the play, and the Bruins moving the football inside Nebraska territory.
Might have heard a groan from the crowd. It's because a Nebraska defender looked like Dedrick Young. If he was 6 inches taller, might have picked that thing off right over his hands.
Good throw. Trips to the near side for Rosen. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Pumps. Looking. Throws. Pass. Caught. Down the near sideline of the Nebraska 22-yard line by Darren Andrews. In front of the coverage that time of Kyron Williams. That goes for 22 yards, and the Bruins on the march.
Well, now you're seeing them double move out there. They look down the seam and then throw it back to the right side.
Rosen with trip staying to the near side. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Perkins around the left edge. He's got room. 20, 15, out of bounds around the 13-yard line. Again in 9. And so UCLA quickly striking here with 12:04 to go in the game. The Huskers lead it, though, 37-21.
Well, you knew they were going to respond at some point. For Nebraska now, tighten up, maybe force a field goal. They would probably take it. They're down 3 scores. Oh, well, 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions, I guess.
2nd and 1, handoff Perkins, trying to ground the left edge. He's got a first down inside the 10 out of the 9. It'll be 1st and goal, UCLA at the 9. Tackle made by the Huskers. Antonio Reed, who's getting a lot of snaps in this game, and that was before Gary was ejected. He was playing quite a bit. He's coming out now. Michael Rose-Ivy comes in. 1st and goal, Bruins of the 9. 37-21 NU. 2 wide outs right, 1 to the left. Rosen has Perkins in the backfield with him. Steps, throws toward the end zone. Has a man out there. The pass is caught. Touchdown, Jordan Payton. Only his 2nd catch of the day, and boy, that was quick. UCLA quickly down the field for 6 points.
Probably go for 2 here as well. That was one-on-one, no help anywhere, on an island against Kalu. It was a really good throw and catch.
Payton becomes the first UCLA player in school history with 200 career receptions. That was a pretty throw from Rosen to Payton. Payton gets his 5th touchdown catch of the year. And UCLA will go for 2. As 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions would tie this game up. That was a 76-yard drive and 2:35 for UCLA. Rosen operates out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. Now a man in motion to the near side. Perkins in the backfield with Rosen. Rosen gets the snap, sets, throws, deep corner, pass is caught. It's a 2-point conversion for UCLA as Duarte pulls it in. And so that's an 8-point trip down the field for UCLA. We have an 8-point game, 37-29, with 11:29 left to go.
That's a big play right there, obviously, on the 2-point conversion. Really quick score for UCLA. Nebraska's defense really stiffened in this game. I don't want to take anything away from them. But, man, UCLA's offense was strange there for about 4 drives.
FirstNational.com/Huskers, First National Bank member, FDIC. Well, UCLA has stopped a 30-point barrage to the Huskers. They score and get the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 8 with 11:29 to go in the game.
You think about the points Nebraska's left on the board, the extra point that Nebraska missed.
Yep.
And you think about the 3rd and 1 inside the 5-yard line where Nebraska goes to the air and had to settle for 3.
Fairbairn's kick, sailing towards the end zone. Stanley Morgan, a couple of yards deep, is going to come out with it. Morgan to the 10, tripped up at the 11. There's a flag out. He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Might have a block in the back on Nebraska.
It's a clip.
The ball is spotted at the 16. There's a Husker down. There's a Bruin down. I think that's Morgan that's down.
Back. 42 of the return team.
The penalty's on Trey Foster, Nebraska's 6th penalty of the game. It's Stanley Morgan who's down at the end of the run. Nebraska's going to start a drive inside their 10 with 11:22 left. Sorry to keep you up, folks, but don't go to bed yet.
That's a momentum play right there. You know, Nebraska should have the ball at the 25-yard line. That is not a good play right there. He's 4 yards deep in the end zone. Didn't even catch it going forward. And Nebraska's going to have it now at the 5.5-yard line.
Officials timeout.
Morgan's still down is the main thing. We hope he's okay.
Yeah, trainers are taking a look at him. Talk with your Cenex distributor about Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel Fuel. It's specially formulated to meet modern engine technology while optimizing power and performance. Your area's Cenex distributor is Central Valley Ag, supplying Ruby Fieldmaster in central Nebraska. Good news, Morgan walking off under his own power toward the sideline. But Nebraska will have to start a drive at their own 6-yard line after the penalty on Trey Foster and the block in the back. So not the ideal start to this drive for the Big Red, leading 37-29.
All right, if ever a time to lean on that running game, it's right now. Amani Cross and Ozigbo both with 15 carries thus far.
Ozigbo the deep back, it's an I formation. Turn, hand off to Devine, picking his way up the middle, gets to the 9-yard line. So a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Interesting for Ozigbo tonight. He's carried it 16 times for 72 yards tonight, 4.5 yards a carry. He was Nebraska's leading rusher against Illinois way back when in October. And in the last 6 games of the season, Ozigbo only had 9 carries the rest of the way, the whole season. Going into tonight, now he has 16 in this one.
2nd down and 7 from the 9. Armstrong under center. Ozigbo the deep back. Wide receivers left and right. Play action. Back to throw is Tommy. Looking to throw down the middle of the field. A pass is caught. First down at the 20-yard line. Brandon Riley came back to make the catch in front of Ishmael Adams. It's a first down and a big one for Nebraska at the 21-yard line, or 20-yard line.
That was against double coverage, and Tommy Armstrong threw that ball from the end zone. What a bold call and a good throw and catch to move the sticks. That's a big play.
Tommy's numbers in this game, he is 12 of 17 throwing the football tonight. 1st and 10 Huskers. That was a big one out to the 20-yard line. I formation for NU. Ozigbo the deep back. Turn. Hand off to Devine. Gets a couple of yards to the 23. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Working off that left side behind the blocking of Alex Lewis and Dylan Utter as Tuiati Marinara makes the tackle for UCLA.
You think about Nebraska up front, and you think about some of the guys on this offense that want this game. This one means a whole bunch to them. Think about Alex Lewis over there on the left side and Cotton. You think about Janovich. Who wants this one more than those guys?
2nd and 7. Armstrong out of the shotgun. Newby in the backfield. Zone read handoff to Terrell. Not much. Got a yard of the 24. Knocked down there. It'll be 3rd down and 6 coming up. We're 9:35 left in this game. Huskers 37, Bruins 29. TD Ameritrade, an Omaha-based company, a proud sponsor of the Husker Sports Network. We'd like to thank them and their associates for supporting Husker football.
Now a little noise out of the UCLA section, which we haven't heard in seems like a couple hours.
3rd and 6. Huskers at their own 24. Newby in the backfield with Tommy. Armstrong will operate out of the shotgun.
Really big 3rd down, Greg Sharpe.
Trips to the far side and one wide out to the near. Tommy gets the snap, looking right, sets, throws, pass is incomplete. As falling down was Westerkamp over there. He got tangled up with Darius Pickett. And so an incompleted pass, and Nebraska does get 1 first down on the drive, but we'll have to punt it back to the Bruins with exactly 9 minutes to go in the game.
This is where you could use your big weapon, Sam Foltz, to unleash a bomb right here and turn the field over.
Foltz only his 2nd punt of the game. Deep is Devin Fuller for UCLA. Good snap. Foltz hangs one up. Fuller waits for a fair catch, makes it at the 27-yard line of UCLA. A 48-yard punt, no return. Timeout on the field. AuctionTime.com. Bruins take over at their own 27. Huskers by 8, 37-29, 8:52 left in the game. UCLA just drove the football down and scored the last time they had it. Josh Rosen in the shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. Now Andrews in motion to the far side. Snap back. Rosen with some time. Steps, throws, pass caught by Eldridge Massington for about 8 yards to the 35-yard line. It'll be second down and 2. Chris Webber makes the Husker tackle.
Rosen had a lot of time that time. No pressure at all.
Rosen stays in the gun. Motion to the near side. This time Andrews to the near side. They throw it out to him in the flat. Makes a diving catch. Gets forward to the 40. Has a first down. Had to make a leaping catch, I should say, in the flat. Race forward up to the midfield. It's a gain of 15. Tackled by Byerson Cockrell. They'll actually put it at the Bruin 49-yard line, but you're seeing some rhythm now being developed by UCLA offensively.
Yeah, some of the speed we saw early in the game that they were able to take advantage of, they're using that these last couple of drives.
Rosen in the gun, trips to the far side, 1 wide out, Payton to the near side. Keep an eye on Payton. I think that they may start going to him more in crunch time. It's 1st and 10. Bruins at their own 49. Rosen gets the snap, looks, throws it out in the flat, pass caught by Steven Johnson. He steps forward, gets out of bounds at the Nebraska 41. It's close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
The wide receiver screen out there.
Yep, first down, 10 quick yards again.
7:50 left in the game. Bruins have it at the Nebraska 41. There's no doubt they got their moxie back on offense. 2 wideouts each way. Perkins in the backfield with Rosen. They hand it off to Perkins. Gets inside the 35, and right at the 35 gets knocked down, so he slithers for 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Kevin Maurice makes the tackle. 2nd and 4.
Malik Collins out of there now, Greg. Kevin Maurice, Kevin Williams in the middle for Nebraska's defense. Banderas and Dedrick Young in a linebacker.
Hank Hughes rotating those defensive linemen. Then a wide receiver screen to Stanley Johnson. Makes a catch. He's got a first down, 30, 25, 20. Runs out of bounds at around the 17-yard line. That one goes for 18 yards. And UCLA in the Micro Essentials red zone. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Now it's getting easy. Little bubble screens. They're getting good blocks out there from their other wideouts. We've seen Nebraska do that effectively a lot this season as well.
UCLA lines up with 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 on the far side. Perkins in the backfield with Rosen.
Man-to-man on the left side, 1-on-1.
Play action. Rosen rolling the pocket to the near side, looking, sets, throws. Pass deflected out of bounds by Banderas. Good play by Josh. He read it, got his hands on it, flicked it out of bounds.
Nearly a pick. Rosen should have thrown that ball out of bounds. Nowhere to go with it. Freshman nearly made a critical error right there. Banderas had a real chance to pick that one off.
Rosen now 23 of 31 for 297, 3 touchdowns. He has thrown a pick. 2nd and 10 at the 17. 2 wideouts each way. Perkins in the backfield with Rosen. 6:43 left in the game. Nebraska by 8. Rosen looking to the sideline for the play call. Now he's checking off. Play clock running down. It's at 5. He steps back into the shotgun. 3, 2, 1. They just get it off. Rosen steps, throws, pass caught. Oh, knocked away. Intended for Massington. It was knocked free by Josh Kalu. Huge play now, 3rd and 10.
Did he drop it, Greg? I thought he was going to catch the ball. I don't know if Kalu knocked it away or if he flat out dropped it.
I think he dropped it.
Looked like the slant was there.
That would have been close to a first down, too. Now 3rd down and 10 from the 17. Rosen in the shotgun. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the near side. 6:39 to go. UCLA could kick a field goal here.
Absolutely. Plenty of time if they wanted to.
3rd and 10. Oh. Rosen wasn't ready for the snap. Gets it. Fumbles the football. It's picked up by UCLA. A lineman landed on it way back at the 29-yard line. Rosen wasn't ready for the snap when it came back. Tried to pick it up. It got knocked loose. UCLA recovered, and they will try a field goal here.
What a huge play. Nebraska had a chance to come up with a turnover there. You wonder if the noise from Nebraska down on that end, Greg, if the crowd maybe had an effect on the snap count there.
This is going to be a 46-yard field goal try by Kaimi Fairbairn, who is 20 of 23 on the season. Remember,
he won the Lou Groza Award this year.
Snap down. Fairbairn's kick, sailing towards the uprights, and it's no good. He missed it off to the right. So the Lou Groza Award winner missed a PAT earlier in the game, but got a reprieve because Nebraska was offsides. There he misses from 46 yards, and the Huskers keep the lead at 8 points.
My goodness. Just when it looked like UCLA might get a touchdown, driving right down the field, Nebraska comes up with a huge stop, and then a bad snap makes it a 46-yarder instead of what would have mostly been like a chip shot.
Leading 37-29.
Ball security number one, obviously, right now.
Armstrong under center, Ozigbo the deep back. Wide receivers left and right. Stretch play right to Ozigbo. Hit and stop. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Anku makes a tackle with Isualala for UCLA. It'll be 2nd and 10. So now Nebraska. And remember, Nebraska has been in this spot so often this year, the ability to try to run the clock out late in games and win. Unable to do it against Illinois. Unable to do it against BYU. Unable to do it against Wisconsin. Can they run the clock out here tonight? 2nd and 10. Wide receivers left and right. Shotgun look with Ozigbo to the right of Armstrong. Snap back, Tommy looking right to throw. Steps, throws, pass is incomplete. He thought Alonzo Moore was going to round off his route. He did not. An incomplete pass. That stops the clock and sets up 3rd and 10.
Miscommunication out there. Huskers ran it on 1st down, got just 1 yard. Go right to the air, throw an incomplete pass, and now you throw an incomplete pass and you essentially had the ball for 30 seconds. If you run it, you might not get a 1st down. If you're asking for a lot, getting 9.5, but you at least burn a little bit more clock.
Huskers 6 of 9 on 3rd downs. Armstrong in the shotgun. Ozigbo to his left. Snap back to Tommy. Keeps it himself, trying to run. Now run backfield. He's in the 15-yard line, and he's going to get hit and sacked at the 15-yard line. Pulled down by Isaiah Ishmael Adams. It's a loss of 14 yards as Armstrong kept it, tried to make something out of it, and went the wrong way, really. And the Huskers now back at the 15, and UCLA will use one of their 3 timeouts here with 4:48 to go, and they should, unless Sam Folds can get off a laser, going to get good field position.
Well, obviously that was not the drive Nebraska was looking for. It started on 1st down. You only get 1 yard. UCLA expecting Nebraska to run it there, obviously. They stuff Nebraska, throw an incomplete pass, and then get a 14-yard loss.
So Nebraska's last 2 possessions, only 1 1st down. Remember, they started a drive at a 6, got it out to the 20, but gets stalled. Now here, after the missed field goal, it's a 3 and out. Fuller back deep for UCLA. Folds to punt for the 3rd time in the game. Sam standing at the goal line. Good snap. Foltz. High kick, but a short kick. It's going to land at midfield and kick out of bounds at around the UCLA 46-yard line. So not one of Sam's better efforts. 38 yards, no return. But UCLA will have good field position here. Down 8 with 4:40 to go. And boy, how big was the miss of the field goal, because UCLA then could be having the ball back with a chance to go take the lead. The best they can do here is score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion to tie it. So the Husker black shirts come back out of the field. UCLA takes over at their own 46. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 wide receiver to the near side, and Kenneth Walker. Rosen in the shotgun. Gets the snap, set, throws. Walker makes a catch at midfield to the 45, and it tiptoes out of bounds at the 42, shoved out by Chris Jones, but it's enough for a 1st down after the 12-yard gain and very little time off the clock.
Yeah, clock isn't really an issue for him now. Now, UCLA is thinking at this point you want to score as quickly as you can if you're them, because if you don't get the 2-point conversion, you need to have a chance to get it back again.
Bubble screen to Andrews. Not much this time as he gets inside the 40, but then shoved back by Josh Kalu as he gets to the 38. It's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Rosen over 300 yards passing. It's for the 6th time this season. It's 2nd and 5 with the ball at the Nebraska 38. And we're going to be inside of 4 minutes when this one is snapped. Two wideouts each way. Andrews in motion to the near side. Rosen gets the snap. Steps, throws, pass incomplete. Try to hit Jordan Payton. It's incomplete. It was Kalu on the coverage. It's now 3rd and 5.
That one sailed on him. That one was high. Good coverage from Kalu. That ball just sailed a little bit high from Rosen.
Malik Collins had a pretty good push in the face of Rosen that time. So 3rd and 5 now at the Nebraska 38-yard line. Trips this time to the near side for UCLA. Jordan Payton, the one wide out to the far side, covered up by Kalu. Rosen shifts Perkins to his right. Rosen rolls the pocket looking for Payton's throw, pass caught. Did he get a first down? Yep, they're going to give him a good spot at the 32. It's enough for a first down.
That's a heck of a grab in traffic. Tough throw and catch.
Wasn't a great throw.
It really wasn't. The coverage was good. That's a big-time play by Payton.
Gain of 6. First and 10 at the 32. Rosen, two wideouts each way, has Perkins off to his right. Rosen gets the snap, looks left, now looks right, sets, throws, pass is caught. Ball ripped away at the last second, incomplete. It was in the arms of Walker, but then it jarred loose by Jones. And now it's 2nd down and 10, 3:19 left. Nebraska 37, UCLA 29.
Good job by Jones to get his left arm around there, knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 for UCLA. Three wideouts to the near side. Payton to the far side. Perkins to the left of Rosen. Snap back. Huskers send a blitz. It's picked up. They throw for Payton down near the goal line. Payton reaches out. Can't make the catch. He went out of bounds anyway as the hats come off, although we learned against Michigan State that doesn't necessarily mean it wouldn't count. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Payton's telling the officials that he was shoved out of bounds and that it should have been illegal contact.
Boy, that thing was put on a spot. He just didn't hang on to it. 3rd and 10. Three wideouts again to the near side. 3rd and 10. Ball at the Nebraska 32 with 3:13 left. Rosen checking off. 6 on the play clock. Back to throw is Rosen. Sets, throws over the middle. Pass incomplete. Tried to throw a jump ball up to Duarte. Now it's 4th down and 10. And a decision for Jim Mora. Do you kick a field goal here, or do you go for it? I think they're going to go for it.
I think you go for it here if you're UCLA. And can Nebraska come up with another huge stop? UCLA has done some damage between the 20s, but they have stalled.
4th and 10 at the 32. This might be the game. Trips to the near side. Rosen in the gun. Checking off. 10 on the play clock. UCLA only has 2 timeouts left. They want to save them in case they need them late. Rosen rolls the pocket to the right. Looking, now being chased by Malik Collins. Runs back to the left. Now being chased by Vincent Valentine. Rosen stops. Throws as he gets hit toward the goal line. A pass is intercepted. Chris Jones in the end zone to pick it off for the Huskers.
Wow. What a play. A lot of drama behind that one. Jones could have knocked it down. He picked it off. It only cost Nebraska a few yards on the touchback. A great job by Malik Collins first to get the pressure on Rosen. Made him spin out and go all the way back to the left side of the field. He got lit up as Rosen got rid of that ball. He gave one of his wide receivers a chance. Michael Rose-Ivy planted Rosen at the end of the play. Jones picked it off. And now Nebraska can't run the clock out by taking knees because of the 2 timeouts by UCLA. Nebraska still has to get something done here offensively. Chris
Jones' 2nd pick of the season, a big one to stop that drive by UCLA. Huskers by 8 in the ball, have it at the 20-yard line. I formation. Ozigbo the deep back. Tommy turns, hands it off to Devine, up the middle for a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8, the ball at the 22. And UCLA quickly burns their 2nd timeout with 2:49 left. So UCLA has had the ball twice down 8. The first time they missed a 46-yard field goal. The second time the Huskers pick them off in the end zone with Chris Jones delivering the INT.
And remember, the fumbled snap by UCLA is what forced the 46-yard field goal when they had the ball 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Down 8 points, 1st and 10 at the 17. They end up with a 46-yard field goal. Miss it, get it back, stall on this last drive, and here's Nebraska with a 2nd and 8. Can the Huskers somehow get 8 yards here?
Be huge.
On the ground.
Then you can run it out. 2nd and 8. Monday on Sports Nightly, get Matt's breakdown out of this one. Sports Nightly will also be talking Husker basketball. Sports Nightly during the holidays brought to you by the Woodhouse Auto family with over 6,000 new and pre-owned cars. Zone read. Tommy keeps it himself. 25. Armstrong got a first down. Across the 35. Across the 40. Across the 45. Up to the 46-yard line. A 24-yard run by Tommy Armstrong.
Kind of a statement run right there for Tommy Armstrong, the junior.
Who's UCLA.
Trying to put a stamp on this game. He has played a really good game. And yeah, has he made a couple of mistakes? Sure. But he has been solid tonight. And he wanted this one as bad as anybody. And that was a huge run as far as putting this thing away. We'll have to do a little math. I don't think Nebraska can take knees, but it's awfully close.
UCLA uses their final timeout. 2:41 to go. Huskers have it 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line, up 8:37-29. Nebraska trying to win their 6th game of the year and to even their all-time bowl record up at 26 apiece. And they are 2:41 away. UCLA can no longer stop the clock. It is an offset Io Zigbo that eat back. Armstrong under center. Riley in motion toward the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Devine off the right side. Gets a couple yards. He's knocked down at midfield. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Matt Dickerson makes a tackle for UCLA. Boy, how sweet would this be if this holds up with 2:28 to go for Nebraska to come out here to California and to be able to beat UCLA.
This would be a nice way to end a season that was a head-scratcher some of the time. This one would head things in the right direction going into 2016 for sure.
2nd and 6. Ball at midfield. Huskers won't let that play clock drift down. It's inside of 7, 6, I formation. Ozigbo the deep back. He gets the handoff. Twists his way down to the 46-yard line of UCLA. It'll set up 3rd and 2 coming up. We're inside of 1:50 now to go in the game. As again, Anku makes a tackle for UCLA. So 3rd and 2. Huskers can ice it if they get the first down here. Nebraska trailed in this game 21-7 and then scored the next 30 points to go up 37-21. UCLA in this quarter responded with a touchdown on a 2-point try, then missed a field goal, and then the Huskers picked off Rosen in the end zone. Rosen has thrown 2 picks here tonight. Tommy turns, hands it off a little end around to Ethan Carter. He's got a first down, 40, 35, knocked out of bounds around the 31-yard line. The same play Nebraska used against Rutgers for a touchdown, they use here to pick up a first down that will end this game.
That one is going to do it. What a good call right there. When it works, it looks great. Ethan Carter around the left side. Little trickery there to end it. And Nebraska's going to beat UCLA in the Foster Farms Bowl. And this one's going to feel good for the program heading into the end of recruiting here and then into spring ball later on in a couple of months.
And you can hear some chants of Go Big Red for this crowd. Tommy takes a knee. We'll need to do it one more time. UCLA can't stop the clock. And Nebraska is going to come out to California and beat one of the California schools to get their 6th victory of the season and claim the Foster Farms Trophy here in Santa Clara. What a nice win for Nebraska, and really in the fashion where they fell behind by a couple of scores to not panic and come back and win it shows a lot of character for this football team. Tommy goes to a knee. That'll do it. And the Huskers claim the Foster Farms Bowl. Mike Riley goes to 7-2 as a coach in bowl games, and this one feels good. Nebraska really, in so many ways tonight, Matt, was the better football team here in this game.
No question. And this one, not just that Nebraska came in here and won, but, you know, for Nebraska fans, they won this one in a way that Nebraska fans want to win. 61 carries for 328 yards, over 5 yards a carry. This is a feel-good win. This is one that, 5-7, not where you want to be. Fortunate to be here tonight. Whatever. Nebraska took advantage of this night and beat UCLA and can, jumpstart this thing a little bit heading into 16.
So the Huskers win it 37-29, the final.